back on this beautiful September day, beginning of September. It is gorgeous outside. This is my other project. I'm building a second compost bin. Be able to turn this a lot better and control what we're getting instead of keep piling stuff, and hopefully I can turn it. But I just received, actually my mistake. Oops. I cemented these posts in the ground. And I usually don't cement the posts in the ground, but because of the compost and leaning against it, I figured it was best. But I measured wrong. I thought the boards coming were 10 footers. They were actually 8. They're usually a couple inches over 8 feet, couple inches over 10 feet or such. But my mistake, and I ended up, the wall was short. So on this side, you'll see over this little area, I left an opening. That's so when we're coming from the house with the compost, we'll have a place to throw it. We don't have to hurl it over the fence. And I got to tell you, I don't know how many times I dropped the container I'm dumping on the other side and then have to climb across the compost bin. So that's what's there for. If I find the compost that is falling out on the other side, I'll just put a smaller wall there, much lower wall. But I'll show you what I got. I just picked these up at the famous sawmill I talk about on a lot of the videos. These are rough cut 2 by 12s by 10s. So great. They just came off the sawmill. Great having a relationship like that with a local guy. I actually texted him on Friday that I made a mistake on my measurements and I needed more. And on Saturday he texted me back and said they're ready. So it's great to have that kind of relationship. So anyways, we'll finish this compost bin up either today or tomorrow. I already started piling things into it. That's the new compost bin, and that's the old compost bin. So we're going to try to, I know there's soil under there. That's the problem. Want to get this turned over here, let this start composting, and we can get going. So going here. So tongue-tied here this morning. So let's go check out the next project. The next project, disregard the stickers on the outside of this tank here. It's not flammable liquid and it's all been cleaned out. But this is my new composting tea. Have a little mixture in there of the different things I found on the internet doing the World Wide Web search there to find what in there. I got to put an aerator in there, so maybe a little garden pump or a fish tank pump or something like that to keep it moving. And I look at it as I'm not a chemist and I don't know anything about chemistry, but all this just sitting here baking in the sun, it's got to do something. It's got to be a decent addition to the garden. So, and the garden's doing, as I mentioned, it's doing okay. I think we need to enrich some of the soil with some better compost and some more natural fertilizers. But for this year, we'll call it a success, and next year we're going to hit it with full throttle. So so what I have here, just a little update. I have I think it's a 275 gallon tank, something like that, and put it on some cinder blocks, mixed in some chicken and goat manure and some pine shavings here that came from one of the local trees. I think it's oak and pine, and put it in there, and has been sitting for a week or so. But I know there's other things I can be doing to this, and I should be doing to this. But with everything else going on, I think at least it's a start. And if nothing else, we can work on that another day. So let's go to the next project that we got going on. One of today's quick little projects is we have some trees out in our field. You'll see this one behind me. It's getting covered with bittersweet. This stuff just strangles the trees. It's everywhere. I finished a few other trees already. I'll show you what they look like. I can't get too close to that one behind me because it's kind of prickly. But as we come to this other one I've already trimmed, you'll see that behind me. It kind of just wraps around the tree and reaches and climbs up onto the tree branches. That one I already trimmed. That's just hanging on the tree. The lower stems, roots, or whatever you want to call them, have been clipped. And I like to just not clip them. I like to take 10, 12 inches out. I don't know if they ever regrow or refuse, but this stuff is a mess. It goes all the way up the trees, bends the trees over, snaps branches, and it just basically has a chokehold on the trees. So I come out here probably twice a year, trim these things back. I don't think there's any stopping it, but at least we can keep it somewhat under control. You can see it just wrapping itself around that pine. I'm not sure what kind of pine it is, but it's a mess. So, these are the little things that take up your time. Have to grab the shears. Of course, my battery-operated shears no longer work. I've abused them too much and burnt them out. So we're out here with the standard old clippers, and hopefully make quick work of that. So these are the little projects in the course of the day that just kind of is a time suck. So anyways, I want to show you the next project in the same field. The next project we have going on here, or at least I have going on, this is I'm going to call it a tractor port, like a carport, but the tractor's not going in here. This is for all the other utensils of the tractor, all the brush hog, the tillers, the post hole diggers, and things like this. So I have all the framework up, all the support posts up. I'm going to frame out the roof hopefully this week. It's a short week with the holiday this week, and I have not got any metal for the roof yet. I have a friend who says he might be able to help, but we'll ask him one more time, see if he has some. If not, no big deal. We'll check Facebook Marketplace, and then we'll probably head over to the supply house if we have to. So this right here is 12 by 12. So I can fit my mower deck is 54, 55 inches. I made it a little heavier than that so it can slide in. I'm just looking to protect it. I'm still going to cover it, but I want to protect it from the elements up here in New England. So that's where we are. You can see behind me, this is those are the trees I was just trimming. I was getting the bittersweet. Then behind me somewhere, I don't know where it is. Maybe it's behind the tree. It's hard to see. It's a little white. You can see a little white near my finger there. Beehives up there. Those seem to be doing okay. So anyways, thanks for joining me. I am off to feed some animals. It never ends.